Albert Einstein, whom we often know through sharp laws and formulas, was in fact also a traveler on a journey seeking the profound truths of the universe. He did not stop at numbers or the theory of relativity, but also listened to the echoes of life, where the mystery of reality becomes an eternal question. In the silence of knowledge, amidst his relentless pondering on the nature of the universe and existence, Einstein found an uncanny resonance with Buddhist thought, a path guiding beings beyond delusions to discover the pure, silent essence underlying all things. Einstein once remarked that if a future religion could harmonize with science, it would have to be one that transcends the notion of a personal deity and is not bound by rigid dogmas. This path, he suggested, would lead humans to explore a greater spiritual reality. In his words, one can hear the echoes of Buddhist teachings, a philosophy that does not place faith as its core, but instead guides people inward towards touching an eternal reality within themselves. Einstein's scientific discoveries, from the relativity of space-time to his notions of unity within the universe, seem closely aligned with the Buddhist teachings on impermanence, non-self, and interdependent origination. So, did Einstein indeed find in Buddhism an answer to his spiritual questions? With deep respect and admiration, we may reflect on the path Einstein traveled, listening to his profound sympathy with Buddhist thought and recognizing the light Buddhism shed on the brilliant scientist's quest for truth. In Einstein's mind, religion and science were not separate paths, but rather two great rivers originating from different directions and flowing toward a common source of truth. He did not view religion as a strict system of dogmas, nor did he see science as a dry tool of logic. Deep within, he believed that science and religion should support one another. A religion that could coexist with science would not be one based on blind faith in a specific deity, but rather a kind of cosmic religion, one that transcends all human forms and reaches into the vast, boundless nature of the universe. Einstein once said that his reverence for the universe was not born out of fear or confusion, but from a profound awe for something mysterious, a transcendent reality that words could never fully capture. Like the Buddha, he understood that the ultimate truth cannot be confined to any form. Religion, in Einstein's view, is an awakening from within the soul, a calling that guides humanity to touch the depths of the universe and discover a genuine connection between oneself and all things. Buddhist philosophy, with its ideas of impermanence and interdependence, also bears an uncanny resemblance to the scientific principles that Einstein pursued. For Einstein, the nature of the universe was ever moving, constantly changing, without a fixed core. Just as water flows from a spring to a river without a final stopping point, all things in the universe are in perpetual motion. This is also the essence of impermanence taught by the Buddha, that all phenomena are interconnected, transient, and that this continuous, unceasing change is the true nature of everything. For Einstein, true religion was a path to a deep awareness of the universe's interconnectedness. It was not simply about seeking personal peace, but finding a sacred harmony between the self and everything surrounding it. Perhaps in the depths of his soul, Einstein saw himself as part of that infinite universe, like a grain of sand in the desert or a drop of water in the ocean, perceiving himself as inseparable, absorbed into the vastness. Einstein did not try to explain the sacred with reason or science, for he understood that the ultimate truth is not something to be proven, but an experience to be sought personally. In every statement he made about religion and science, one can sense the echo of a sage, not seeking power or fame, but merely striving to broaden humanity's view of themselves and the immense universe beyond. Albert Einstein and Buddhist philosophy, though originating from vastly different cultures and fields, intersect remarkably in their perception of the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. Buddhism views all phenomena as interdependent, with every event arising from a web of causes and conditions. Nothing exists in isolation. Similarly, Einstein's theory of relativity proposes that nothing can exist independently of space-time, with all matter interrelating and interacting. Both paths point to a fundamental truth: the universe is a unified, intangible, and selfless whole. Einstein's theory of relativity affirms that time and space are not independent entities, but are intertwined in a space-time fabric where all things interact and influence each other, forming a unified structure. This concept aligns well with dependent origination in Buddhism, where every entity's existence relies on countless other conditions. In the interplay of these elements, nothing is fixed and no self exists independently. Everything is simply the interaction of conditions. Buddhism asserts that everything is impermanent. Nothing is enduring or unchanging. For Einstein, this reflects the constant flux and motion of the universe. He once remarked that life is a dream, akin to Buddha's insight that reality is not static but ever-changing, and that humans suffer by clinging to the temporary. Just as the universe flows without pause, Einstein's science does not claim anything as absolute, but views it within the unceasing motion of time and space. The Buddhist concept of non-self also finds a resonance in Einstein's thoughts. Buddhism posits that the self is an illusion, a combination of the five aggregates: form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, without a permanent soul at its core. Similarly, Einstein recognized that distinctions and boundaries within the universe are, in essence, illusions. Individuals and objects exist only in relation to the whole. There is no independent self. Our world is a reflection, a phenomenon composed of countless elements. In the depths of both science and Buddhism, Einstein found what might be called liberation. Not a complete understanding of the nature of all things, but a release from the self, from attachments. Just as the Buddha advised against clinging to any concept, Einstein maintained that science should not impose beliefs, but rather free humanity from the limits of ordinary perception. Thus, between science and religion, there is no inherent conflict, but a shared path for humanity to seek truth. Buddhism, with its spirit of non-self, impermanence, and interdependent arising, became a profound echo within Einstein's contemplations. A seeker of truth, not solely through intellect, but through a deep reverence for the hidden beauty of the vast cosmos. Albert Einstein, though always respectful of spiritual values, was cautious and even skeptical toward traditional religious systems, especially those rooted in dogma and unwavering belief in a personal deity. He felt that such religions often constrained human intellect, imposing rigid norms rather than encouraging exploration and deep understanding. Einstein once said, "My religion is a humble admiration for the superior spirit that is far beyond anything we can understand." For him, true religion should guide people to recognize the vast and mysterious nature of the universe, not confine them within closed doctrines. Buddhism does not emphasize absolute belief in a creator or specific deity, but values self-realization, encouraging individuals to seek truth through their own experiences and wisdom. This was something Einstein greatly respected and felt connected to. To him, religion was not something that could be confined within limits, but rather a path to delve into the essence of reality. The Enlightenment that Buddhism emphasizes is not an act of blind faith, but a genuine journey of discovery, requiring the courage to let go of old notions and to receive the universe as it truly is. Einstein recognized that when a religion is based on rigid dogma and unyielding faith, it can hinder intellectual growth, as absolute belief in doctrines can easily lead people to cling to fixed ideas, stifling flexibility and creativity. Buddhism, on the other hand, reminds us of the importance of free thinking and embracing the unpredictable and impermanent aspects of life. The Buddha taught that one should not believe something merely because it is spoken or passed down. True understanding comes through personal experience and insight. Einstein also affirmed that a genuine religion should encourage self-discovery rather than unconditional acceptance of fixed beliefs. He understood that the universe's nature is one of constant motion and transformation, and that a religion compatible with the universe must promote flexibility and understanding. This is akin to Buddhism, which constantly reminds us that truth is not immutable, and that within the changes of all things, we can find the true essence of reality. Einstein did not reject religion, but he sought a religion of wisdom, a religion of awakening where people are not limited by fixed concepts. His affinity for Buddhism stemmed from this very openness, for Buddhism does not demand absolute faith, but simply guides individuals to seek truth through their own exploration. For Einstein, only by letting go of ingrained beliefs can people touch the infinite and boundless nature of the universe, where there is no boundary between the self and everything else. Albert Einstein was not only a scientist, but a seeker of enlightenment, a practitioner of wisdom. On this journey, he yearned to transcend the limitations of ordinary perception to approach profound truth, which Buddhism calls enlightenment. In every scientific experiment, every mathematical formula, Einstein found a path toward understanding the universe's essence, a path that opened possibilities to grasp the infinite and the ceaseless dynamics of natural laws. Just as Buddhism is not merely a religion, science for Einstein was also a journey of insight and understanding. Enlightenment in Buddhism is not merely theoretical understanding, it is a profound transformation within, a recognition of the true nature of all things, realizing the emptiness of self and phenomena. Einstein shared this perspective, recognizing that all distinctions and concepts are merely illusions. He once said, "The self is an illusion, and the truth of the universe cannot be captured solely by reason, but also requires intuition and inner quiet." For Einstein, there was no self that existed independently. All things in the universe are parts of a greater whole. This aligns with the Buddhist notion of non-self, that the ego is a misconception arising from attachment to form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Einstein often expressed a sense of his own smallness in the face of the universe, feeling himself as but one part of a larger whole, beyond human control. This humility was also shared by Buddhist masters, who understand that the self is only a speck of dust in the vast cosmos. In that humility, Einstein found freedom from rigid ideas and illusions humans impose upon themselves. It was this freedom that led him to enlightenment, to an ultimate beauty in the universe. Einstein lived a life where science was not the end, but a path leading to a harmony of intellect and spirituality. For him, science was not meant to dominate or exploit nature, but to blend into its mysterious rhythm. He felt deeply that everything is intimately connected, that nothing exists independently or separately, and that all are manifestations of a single origin. This concept aligns with Buddhism's teaching on emptiness, the essential nature of all things as empty of inherent separateness. In the fusion of science and enlightenment, Einstein witnessed that truth is never fixed. He did not seek to define the universe conclusively, but opened himself to the mystical beauty within the workings of natural laws. Buddhism also teaches that truth does not lie in concepts, but in the nameless, formless realm beyond words. In this spirit, Einstein found liberation, a release not by abandoning the world, but by letting go of attachment to any notion, including the concept of self. Einstein's enlightenment, while it may not carry the label of Buddhism, embodied profound spiritual values that Buddhism honors: non-self, awareness of the impermanence of all things, and a reverence for the vast, boundless nature of the universe. His scientific journey was like the spiritual path of a meditator, moving beyond the layers of ignorance to gradually uncover the nature of life and the eternal truth of the universe. Through his ideas and philosophy, Albert Einstein left a legacy that not only influenced science, but also enriched philosophical and religious systems. Buddhist scholars and practitioners, especially in the West, have found a profound connection between his discoveries and thoughts and the principles of Buddhism. Einstein's reverence and humility before the vast universe, coupled with his rejection of fixed limits on self and reality, have inspired many Buddhists, particularly those seeking harmony between science and spirituality. With his forward-looking vision, Einstein opened a new path in understanding the universe and life, a perspective that resonated with Western Buddhist thinkers who saw echoes of ancient teachings in his views. Concepts such as impermanence, non-self, and dependent origination, central pillars of Buddhist philosophy, have found validation in modern science through different language and forms. Einstein's theory of relativity affirmed the non-fixed nature of time and space, revealing that all things are interrelated and mutually dependent. This scientific illumination of abstract Buddhist ideas has made Buddhist thought more accessible to modern society, particularly in the West. Einstein's influence on modern Buddhism goes beyond philosophical resonance. It has spurred a movement within Buddhism towards scientific exploration. Many Buddhist centers in the West have begun studying and discussing the scientific dimensions within Buddhist teachings, especially in psychology and quantum physics. Scientists and meditation masters now sit together to explore intersections between meditation and consciousness studies. This dialogue not only enriches the wealth of human knowledge, but also opens new pathways for those seeking truth through both science and spirituality. The legacy Einstein left to modern Buddhism is a reminder that, whether science or religion, both are paths toward a deeper understanding of reality's nature. His profound reverence for the universe and his belief in a transcendent reality beyond all concepts have ignited a spirit of truth-seeking that Buddhism has practiced for thousands of years. Thanks to his ideas, Western Buddhism has been able to integrate meditative spirit with scientific wisdom, creating a powerful spiritual flow that meets the modern quest for truth. Einstein's intellectual legacy, like a pure blossom blooming within the realms of knowledge and spirit, has spread its fragrance across the world, connecting people not only to the physical universe, but to the depths of the inner self. In this way, he has enriched the treasure trove of Buddhism with his humility, wisdom, and reverence, allowing each truth seeker to continue on the path of discovery with both an open heart and a clear mind. Albert Einstein, who sparked scientific revolutions and expanded the horizons of human knowledge, was also a seeker of spiritual values, longing to uncover the eternal beauty and profound truths of the universe. Through his reflections and insights, he discovered a path that bridged science and spirituality, a journey where Buddhist philosophies such as impermanence, non-self, and the unseen interconnectedness of all things resonated deeply within him, echoing ancient wisdom. While Einstein did not identify as a Buddhist, his concepts of relativity and his profound vision of the cosmos reflected a spirit that aligned closely with Buddhist teachings. His humility before the vastness of the universe, his reverence for a transcendent reality, and his rejection of rigid dogmas created a profound spiritual legacy. He was a pioneer in integrating science and spirituality, a path that refused to be confined by the limits of knowledge or the rigidity of belief. Just as the Buddha taught humans to let go of attachments and to transcend the self to merge with the flow of all things, Einstein also found liberation in freeing himself from fixed notions and the boundaries of thought. To him, science was not just a tool for conquering the world, but a path for humans to become humble, awaken, and touch the universe's wondrous beauty. He recognized that truth could not be confined to simple formulas or concepts, but was a transcendent reality, beyond the boundaries of human intellect. Through Einstein's legacy, we see the importance of harmony between science and spirituality, between intellect and the inner soul. Science enables us to explore the physical nature of the universe, while Buddhism and spiritual philosophies guide us back to the origins of our consciousness, helping us find peace and serenity within. Einstein left a message for future generations. In the pursuit of truth, remember that the path of wisdom only holds true meaning when accompanied by reverence and compassion. Albert Einstein and Buddhism, two seemingly opposite realms, meet in a shared aspiration, the desire to understand the universe's nature and to attain liberation from the constraints of ignorance. His legacy stands as a testament to the possibility that science and religion, when approached with humility and respect, can converge and together illuminate the path toward ultimate truth. With gratitude and admiration, we can continue along the path Einstein opened, delving into both science and spirituality to explore not only the vast outer universe, but also the universe within each of us, so that every step becomes a journey of awakening.